Let's look at the transcript sample that we have in a prior section or within this section of the educational planning. Now, this is a sample transcript. When you look at your transcript, can you actually tell how many units you've taken prior and what your grade point average is? So let's see. This student took in fall, question, it can be for this semester or last semester, it doesn't matter. Remember, this is for practice. So they took English 67, Counseling 2, Round 49, and Read 90. These are the units per class, 4 units for English and so on, adding to 12 units that semester. These are the grades earned for each class. And how did they come up with a grade point? Remember, 4 units of B, that's the same as substituting B for 3 points. Remember, A is 4 points, B is 3 points, C is 2 points, D is 1 point, F is 0. So 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, so 12 grade points. 3 multiplied by 2, 6 grade points. So you add all grade points, getting 39 here, you divide by 12, and therefore you get a 3.25 GPA. And you can do that with each and every semester. Okay, now, how do you go about putting together an educational plan based on what you've taken before so you can figure out what you need to take in the future? So notice that this student has earned 71 units for everything they have taken so far in their record, and current semester these are the classes they are taking. So I want us to practice making an educational plan based on this transcript. I'm going to go to my plan and notice that I have cumulative units. All units I have taken are 71. But how many of those units apply to AAAS degree? I go back to my transcript and subtract the units that do not apply to my degree. English 67 does not apply, so take out 4 units. 4 plus Round 49, 3, that's 7 so far. 7 do not apply. Math 50 does not apply to the degree, so that's 10. 10 plus 4 of Math 51, 14. So I take 14 units out of 71. 71 minus 14, that should leave me with 57 units applicable to my associate degree. So I'm going to have 57 units. Now, but what classes am I taking this semester? If my goal is, let's say, to get an associate degree in science, so I'm going to check here, associate degree in science, in what major? Maybe in accounting. Okay, so what classes am I taking this semester? Remember to put your student ID and your name. It's good when you practice to have all that information indicated there. So I'm going to need to know what I'm taking this semester. I'm going to look at my transcript and I'll notice that I'm taking BUSA 8, BUSA 1A. So I'm going to go back to my template, put here current semester. It can be spring. In your case, I would say be specific. Don't just put current semester. For me, I'm practicing here to show you how to use the template. Okay, so I'm taking BUSA 8, BUSC 1A, and I'm taking political science 1. I'm taking music 15. And to verify, look at my transcripts. I want to know how many units are applicable to each class. All of them are 3 except accounting, 5 units. So I go back to my template and I allocate the units. Accounting 5 units, economics 3 units, political science 3 units, music 15 3 units. Okay, now all these units are being populated for you by the Excel template. That's why I love this template. Okay, now, but how many of these units, 14 units, apply to my goal of getting an associate degree? All 14 units apply, so I'm going to add them there. And therefore, you can see 57 plus 14, 71. At the end of this semester, I'm going to have 71 units. Now, if you continue doing that, you're going to end up having an educational plan like this. You can see this student has mapped out their current semester, next semester, and so on, and the template is adding all their units, and you can see here they're going to have 97 total units, of which we apply to associate degree, 87 we apply to associate degree, and 72 to earned transfer. So the student is working on the goal of both getting an AA degree and transferring. As simple as that. And they are making a statement here: transfer in spring, whichever year, apply 1 year prior to transfer. All right. Hopefully that gives you an idea on how to use this template in putting together a wonderful educational plan to complete the exercise. Thank you so much.